Hi children, welcome back to Sai SS Academy. Last class we already started the topic the French Revolution. Today we are continuing with it. And the first chapter starts with the problem that faced by this Louis XVI after ascending the throne. Then he found that the treasury was empty. Okay, so he had to face a lot of things there. He had to maintain many things and he need money for that. So what did he do? At last he came to a decision that he have to increase the tax. But according to the tradition of the French, he alone can't increase it. He have to take the permission of the Estate General. Okay, so today our topic is starting with the Estate General. Estate General. What is Estate General? Estate General is the political body of France. Okay, Estate General was the political body of the France. Okay, according to this estate, there were three categories are there. Got it? The first estate, it includes the clergy. Clergy people means the fathers who are managing the church and all. That people comes under the clergy group. Got it? Second, it was nobility. Nobility means the feudal lords. Nobility means the feudal lords. Third estate are the common people. Third estate are the common people like the big businessmen, merchants, court officials, lawyers, etc. And peasants and artisans, very small peasants, landless labor, servants, this category of people comes under the third estate. Got it, children? Okay. So, the first and the second estate people, that means the clergy and the nobles, okay, they enjoyed a lot of facilities. That means they enjoyed many privileges by birth. They enjoyed many privileges by birth. That means they need not want to pay taxes and they have getting taxes from the third estate people. These two category people, the clergies and the nobles, they don't have to pay the taxes. But they are collecting taxes from the third estate people. Okay, they are collecting the taxes from the third estate people. And this third estate people facing the entire burden of paying taxes. They have to pay so many types of taxes. Next we are going to say about the types of taxes paid by the third estate people. Okay, first it is to clergy. The tax is known as tithe. Second, to king, it was known as taille. And third, to feudals or nobles, the feudal tax. And to fourth, okay, next we are going to discuss about the taxes imposed on third estate. Okay, four types of taxes are there. First, to clergy, tithe, the name of the tax. And the second, to king, taille. And third, to feudals or nobles, feudal tax. And fourth, to king, indirect tax. Okay, four types of taxes are there. Yes, they have to pay a tax to the church named tithe. Tithe comprises of the 1/10 of the agricultural produce. And 1/10 of the agricultural produce they have to pay to the church and the name of the tax was a tithe. Remember it. Okay. And it was paid by the peasants. Who are paying these taxes? They are paying by the peasants. Okay. Agricultural produce, no? That's why. Yes. Next type of tax named taille was directly paying to the king. Taille. Okay. Taille, it was a direct government tax and it was paying to the king. And this was also by the third estate. Okay. And the third type, they given directly to the feudals or nobles and it was feudal tax. It was feudal tax. Okay. And fourth type of tax was an indirect tax and it was added to the products like tobacco and salt. Okay. So the fourth type of tax and it was an indirect tax that these people have to pay for the daily using products like tobacco and salt. Okay, children. Next, population. Okay. So, apart from all these, the population also increased. Okay. In 1715, the population of France was 23 million. But in 1789, the population was 28 million. Look, the rise of the population. Okay, that means the population is increasing, but the production was not increasing. The next problem. Okay, that means the population is increasing. Look my graph. That means the population is increasing, the production decreasing, but the price rises. The price is rising. Got it, children? Look this thing. Population increases, production decreases and here the price rises. Okay, the population is increasing, but the production was not increasing. The demand was very high. Why? Because the population is increasing, the demand is very high. Got it? But the supply was not according to that. Got it? So the price of the things are rising up. This was the another major problem of the France. Yes, look, I said that the population increasing, production decreasing and price rising. Isn't? Look, these are the points including it. That means the population is growing up, the price of the products are increasing, tax also increased. Got it, children? Yes. Okay. Let us have a look on it. Yes. Even the basic food, bread, the common people are using the food as bread. Okay. Even the basic food bread, the price was very high. The common people would not able to bear this. At the same time, wages did not increase. Got it? Yes. People had no money for purchasing the products. Poor people suffered a lot. The people have no money for buying anything. The poor people suffered a lot. Okay, children? Yes. That means, so one side the population is growing up, the price of the products is increasing and the tax also increased. It was a great burden for the common people, because they have not getting the wages too. So where will they find out money for their daily life? Got it? Yes. At this time, actually, the poor people need the support of the king. It is like that. If we are facing a problem, means our family has to give support for us. Here, for the poor people, they have to get the support of the king. Even in India, if we are facing a problem, that means the government has to stay with the people, isn't it? Actually, it was like that. But here, what was the thing in France? Is the king was standing with them? No. Isn't it? Yes. That means at this time, actually, the poor people need the support of the king. But what he was doing for his safety, he imposed a heavy tax on them. For his safety, the Louis XVI, for his safety, what did he do? He imposed a heavy tax on these people. Got it? Yes. And one thing you have to remember that the 90% of this French population was about this common people. That means peasants. Okay. Yes. At this time, the 90% population were made up of peasants. All the members of the third estate had to pay taxes. They have to. These third estate people, 90% of them were peasants, and these people have to pay the taxes. Okay. Yes. Including direct tax, indirect tax, all the things. And the taxes levied on articles of everyday consumption like salt or tobacco. For even that also, these poor people have to pay tax. Now you got. Just imagine the thing, what is happening there. Got it, children? Yes. Next, we are going to say about the middle class of the France. Growing of the middle class. The middle class people include rich people are there, educated people, aware of new ideas, demanded society based on equality. Okay, let us have a look on it. Yes, now we are going to discuss the middle class of the 18th century. That means they were also in the third estate, but their condition was better than the poor people. Okay, their condition was better than the poor people. These people think that the things going on the society was not correct because they are educated. So they think that whatever things are going in the society, it was not correct. They think that the privileges by birth. Already I said that there was a privileges by birth for this first two estates. That means the clergy people and this nobles. They have some privileges by birth. That means they don't have to pay the tax. These middle class people said it was not correct. Okay, it is not good. The privilege should be by merit, quality, skill and education. What did they demand? They said that the privilege is okay, but it should be by merit, quality, skill and education. Got it, children? Yes, they think the society should be based on equality and freedom. Okay, they think that the society should be based on the equality and freedom. Okay, next I am going to discuss the role of the philosophers in French Revolution. The role of philosophers in French Revolution. Okay, look here. First, Voltaire. Voltaire believed the man's destiny was in his own hands. He believed that the man's destiny was in his own hands. And second, the John Locke. John Locke, he criticized the divan and absolute right of the rulers. He criticized. Yes, and he wrote a book, and the name of the book is The Treatises of a Government. The Treatises of Government. In this book, he criticized the divine and absolute right of rulers. Got it, children? And third, philosopher Rousseau. Rousseau, the idea of formation, it was his idea. The idea of formation of government based on social contract between people and their representation. What was his idea? He said that the idea of formation of government based on the social contract. It was based on the social contract between the people and their representation. It was the form of the government. It should be the form of the government. Got it? And he wrote the book Social Contract. What was the name of his book? Social Contract. And the fourth philosopher, Montesquieu, he said that all power should not be concentrated. Montesquieu said that all power should not be concentrated. And he wrote the book, The Spirit of the Laws. Okay, he wrote the book, The Spirit of the Laws. And in this book, he said that in which he proposed a division of power within the government between the legislative, the executive and the judiciary. Okay, children, got the idea? These were the French philosophers, and once more I will say the name of the Voltaire, John Locke, Rousseau and Montesquieu. Okay, and here you have to remember three books. The name of the three books are The Treatises of Government written by John Locke, The Social Contract written by Rousseau, and The Spirit of the Laws written by Montesquieu. Okay, the philosophers and the educated people of the third estate started thinking that, what they started to think that the king is not able to take proper decision. One, the king is not able to take proper decision. Poor people are suffering a lot. Second, poor people are suffering a lot. And third, society based on inequality. Okay, they think like this. Because of all these, there was an angry and dissatisfaction among king and with his way of dealing with the people. Okay, because these people are just furiated by the things that had happened in France at that time. Got it, children? Okay. This chapter, 3 topics are there. The first topic that now I took, the first topic, the name of the topic is the ancient regime and its a crisis. So the first topic is over by this. That means by the role of the philosophers in French Revolution, up to that the first topic was over, the ancient regime and its a crisis. Okay, hope you understand this topic, and if you have any doubt, please comment me. I will clear it. Okay, children? Yes. And next topic, we will meet soon by the second topic, the social forces that led to the revolution. Okay. And thank you and bye. And one thing I have to say is that subscribe my channel and keep on supporting. Bye, children.